here I am, in the place to be. Mr. K and B, you fuck with me. Extra sexy, extraordinary. Palms are hairy, your mama pop my cherry. What up, y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for a Paper Saber universe, and this is the new sex. What podcast is this?
I don't know.
The
Review?
The Sexy Ninjacast. What up, y'all? And as you can hear, we have a special guest. And would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to.
My name's CJ.
Oh, yeah. Well, that is my kiddo. And we just got done watching Masters of the Universe. So, what would you rate it?
I rated it 7.5 out of 10.
7.5 out of 10. I did a full 10 on 10. The movie made me feel. The movie made me cry. Yeah. And I love Skeletor. Skeletor was awesome. What would you say is your favorite part of the movie?
My favorite part when he was like, "Give him head," and then you're like, "Oh no."
Yeah, there was some very underlining jokes in this movie, especially, but it was fun. Did you expect to like it?
No, I thought it was just gonna be another nerd thing.
Another nerd thing?
But then I really liked the movie.
Yeah, I know. Like at the end of it, you're like, "Whoa, you didn't expect to like it that much."
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but I really enjoyed the movie. There's lots of points in the movie that really hits home. I think there's a good moral message. The part that really got me in the theater as we were watching is when he was on Earth, and his roommate tells him, "Oh, just be a regular person. Just pay your bills. Just, because Adam feels stuck. He wants to find the sword, and he's just settling in life. But he's also, people are mean to him and treating him badly because he wants to go home, and everyone thinks he's crazy. And Adam, what I liked about this guy playing Adam, he played him so awkward. He played him as somebody that's shy, that's really not normal to other people. Even to his people, he was being, a little weird. Well, let's talk about that. Let's talk about Adam real quick. Why do you like Adam?
Well, he was like really funny to me, and I could kind of get his perspective because he was first born on this planet, and his father was like, "Oh my God, you need to be stronger," blah blah blah. Then he immediately went out to Earth, and he got nervous, and because he was from a different planet, that means he wasn't used to things like that. So then, whenever he tried to talk about his own planet, everyone thought he was just imagining things.
That he was crazy.
Yeah. No,
my favorite part's when he finally gets the sword, and he's walking around, he's like, "Hey, you got my sword?" And they're like, "What?" And where he walks up, he like winks his eyes like, "You got my sword?" And the guy's like, "Why are you asking everybody if they got your sword?" He goes, "Everybody in this place looks like they got a sword." That one guy's like, "Well, I have a wizarding staff,"
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's why Adam in this rendition of this character is so relatable, because we're all chasing our goals. We're all trying to be somebody in this world, and that's why a lot of emotional ties got into it. Because my favorite part's when he sees his dad, and his dad's dying, and he says, "Dad, look, I know you were rooting for the dad to die, but I will say that one of my favorite parts when he's like, 'Hey, I changed myself for you,' And before that, he got to see his son do these awesome things as He-Man, like fighting and this and that. And this is why I like when he tells his son, like, 'No, I want you to be just you.' And I think that's the overall message, And there's so many great comedy bits here, especially when they go into battle. I really love the Man-at-Arms, the Idris Elba character, him being the drunk and trying to reconnect with his daughter and everything like that. I want more Battle Cat, I think overall, like, this movie was not meant for
children.
No, like a generation. This Masters of the Universe is very old, and it was before my time. And, it was way before your time, but I think it works in today's aspect. I love that I don't know, man. I really like this movie. I thought this movie was great. I had so much fun, and my emotions were all over the place. And the music, tell them about the song that came on. You're like, oh my.
So Boys Don't Cry came on. A little bit of a spoiler if you haven't seen it.
Well, there's spoilers galore because we're going to talk about the movie.
Oh, yeah. Boys Don't Cry started playing. I was like, oh my god, that's a really good idea and song to put into the thing. Because I was like, oh wait, it's because it's about toxic masculinity. And I saw how he was like, oh, I have to be this, I have to be stronger. I can't be soft. Because I was like, oh my god, that's a really good song to put in the movie.
Yeah, and when you pointed that out in the theater, by the way, you're the one that was like, hey, the song, And there's so many great comedy bits in this movie, especially when Battle Cat gets called a pussy, because he's scared and in the actual character itself. And oh my gosh, I gotta say the action was crazy. Skeletor, come on, Skeletor was great.
Yeah.
What would you say is your favorite Skeletor part?
When he's in the office.
He's like, what do you do here?
Yeah.
What other character did you really like?
Trying to think. Other than Adam, I don't know. I guess Skeleton.
Skeletor?
Yeah, Skeletor.
Skeletor, you like Skeletor? Well, I like what he said. He's like, there's no moralness in me. There's none of this. There's none of that. I'm evil. Like, I'm the villain. You're the good one. And then he gets his ass kicked.
Yeah.
So overall, though, you had a good time. I had a good time. I think this movie's gonna. I hope this movie does really well. Would you want to see another one?
Yeah, if they make another one, I'll go to it. I'm pretty sure they're making a She-Man one.
A She-Ra.
She-Ra.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So hopefully so, because I think that's why I like what I really like about it. Because when me and you went, you enjoyed the movie more than I thought you would. It's just like Mandalorian and Grogu. You enjoyed that more than me. We saw Back Rooms. We saw Scary Movie, which I know Scary Movie is still the top dog, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your rating for Scary Movie?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
11 out of 10, actually.
11 out of 10?
Yeah.
I know in your little WhatsApp cup. Well, okay. So, Masters of the Universe, it's definitely a movie that hits home. It makes me want to be a better person. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, don't, go after your goals, go after your dreams, be somebody. Don't be somebody that people want you to be. Be you.
And it's okay to be soft if you're a boy.
Yeah, and you can be in touch with your feelings. And that's why I really like it, Man at Arms. He's trying to connect with Adam. And at the end, remember, he's like, so, how are your, the things inside? And Adam's like, my feelings?
Yeah, your feelings.
Yeah, your feelings. But remember, they got up and did it together. I love how there was really no romance. Because it was just awkward.
Yeah.
The entire time when she told him, like, oh, no, we're just friends. And then I told you after this, we went toy figure hunting because I was like, now I want all the action figures.
Yeah.
So.
He bought He-Man a month ago. And I was like, oh my god, that's so stupid. Why would you buy a figure? But then when I actually saw the movie, I was like, okay, you know what? We need to find more.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that's what it did to us. Like, we went He-Man, but there was nothing in this town.
Yeah.
I really want Skeletor. Do you think Skeletor is like one of those ones you want to collect?
No. I guess He-Man.
You want Adam? An Adam figure? All right. Well, if you, like I said, would you want to see this in the theater again?
Yeah.
Like the big screen?
Yeah, I'd say. Yeah.
And the soundtrack? What do you think of the soundtrack?
Okay. The soundtrack gives an 11 out of 10 for me. It's It's because Boys Don't Cry in it. Okay, listen, that's one of my favorite.
I know they use that score too as a score, and then, like the dun, 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 you know, then it goes into that when they're like that metal song, and then when they're all like walking really slow, and then they start coughing like. That's the comedy of this movie, which I like so much. It just happens. You know, like when she calls Battle Cat a pussy, and he's like, no, you're a pussy cat. You know?
Yeah.
And, yeah, but I just want to sit here real quick, sit down, pick your brain. Masters of the Universe, you gave it a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
I give it a 10 out of 10. I'm still on that high. I'm still thinking about this movie. Is there anything else you would like to say?
No.
No? You just liked it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, y'all. Well, that is our Masters of the Universe recap. I don't want to give too much away because I think this movie should be seen. I know it didn't do too well at the box office this past weekend because, you know, it went up against Scary Movie, which was fantastic as well.
Yeah.
But I hope it gets a sequel. I think this movie deserves some love because I enjoyed it way more than The Mandalorian and Grogu. That sounds insane, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because, like, this movie gave me all the feels in the world, and I was crying, and I was just connecting with Adam because there's a lot of stuff that I feel like I go through mentally, and that's what the thing is. Like, I think it's you know, you think of Adam and think of what he deals with and all the struggles he's dealing with, and just trying to be himself, but he can't be himself because he has to be strong and he has to be tough and this and that. And I love that he finds his way in the end. And I love when he kicks Skeletor's ass. Skeletor's like, "Oh, you don't even know how to use the power." He's like, "Yeah, I do, but I really didn't want to." And he's like, "Huh?" Boom, and then boom, kicks him. He's like, "Is that all you got?" He goes, "Oh, I was just holding back."
Yeah.
So we'll see if Skeletor comes back. But overall, awesome movie. Go watch it, man. Go watch it. Now, like and subscribe. Oh, you got one, sir?
Yeah. I think I know what's gonna happen if they do make a sequel. It's totally going to be around She-Ra.
I hope so.
Yeah, I think so. We know what I keep on forgetting how to say their names.
Skeletor.
Skeletor had a worker with him that was a girl, so she might be the next top.
I think
person.
Evil Lyn.
Yeah.
Evil Lyn.
I think Evil Lyn will be the top because he died, and like vice president
steps into the role. So she did take his skull, though.
Yeah.
And you did hear him laugh.
Yeah.
I think those were great bits, too. When he's like, ha, 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 ha. Everyone laugh. So, yeah, you're right. It could be based around She-Ra. I hope so, but that's what I mean. I want it to do successful because I want another movie. I want to go see this again. And I think if I took your mom, it would be fun, too, you know? So, hopefully, we'll see what happens. I hope it gets another one. I hope this is not one of those movies like Dungeons and Dragons that came out that didn't do well. It was a great movie. Power Rangers that came out, really, really awesome movie. Didn't get a sequel just because it didn't do well at the box office. So I'm having high hopes for Masters of the Universe because I hope word of mouth is like, hey, go see this movie. Would you go tell your friends to go see this movie?
Well, okay. That depends which friend. If it's like the ones that like action figures and stuff like that, I'd be like, yeah, go see that.
Well, what about the what do you call it? The moral message.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like think of like you didn't want to see this movie originally, remember?
Yeah.
And you're like, do I have to go? Then at the end of it, you're like, I'm glad I came.
Yeah, I was about to fall asleep in the theater.
But you didn't, so... All right, y'all. Like and subscribe. Share it with your grandma. Share it with your grandpa. Share it with the bum down at Walmart. I am KMB the Sexy Ninja, and...
This is CJ.
Remember to stay sexy, ninjas. Woo woo!
I didn't think you ever were with a tough guy. I suspect you were the runs.